Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you were meant for me. I'm madly in love with you.
We seriously needed a break, so we decided it's time to go on holiday along the West Coast.
I'm madly in love with you. Baby, one for me. Baby, you were meant for me. I'm madly in love with you.
We are in St. Helena Bay this weekend and we're so excited to be exploring the seaside town. Initially, we were going to explore St. Helena Bay, but then we decided we really just want a break and just do absolutely nothing. We went to the Palm restaurant and we ate ourselves to death. As you can see, we sat until the sun went down, we chatted, we laughed, we ate until our stomachs hurt, and I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. We just took a time out. It was 40 degrees along the west coast and we decided let's take a drive to Veldrift, which is a town right next to St. Helena Bay, and enjoy the sea, enjoy the water. There were only a few people there and I sat on the beach, read my book and really enjoyed like the summer vibes and the lovely weather that we experienced over there. So Lisa and I, you're gonna kiss it before guys. We are on our way to Ram Tam Tam in Bree Street for the Little Havana series that they're doing. And we don't know, I have no idea what it's about, but we are dressed brightly in our florals and let's see what it's all about. I don't want to walk in with this. Hey guys, so it's been a long time since I've vlogged, and if you're new on this channel, welcome. My name is Stephanie and I'm a travel and lifestyle blogger, and I also do like a little bit of organization as well. So if you'd like to see more of those videos, so you can just subscribe at the bottom. But yeah, Courtney and I are on our way to this market that we keep seeing that is literally like 5 minutes away from where we stay. And we always said if you Friday it's always packed, and I always said I wanted to go. So today is the day I'm going. So I just want to go and check it out and see what is all there. There we go. don't know where, other than at least the waterfront, because I want to do home decor shopping as well. So it's going to be exciting and fun. We haven't done a date in a while, even though we were on holiday like 2 weeks ago, I think. But I'm hoping I'm not going to take this camera with me because I actually just want to enjoy the evening. So yeah. Hey guys, happy Sunday afternoon. It's already afternoon, it's almost 5 o'clock. So I thought I'll do like a little chatty video with you guys and just sort of like update you of what's been going on in my life. And I don't want my channel to just be like, oh my gosh, she travels and oh, she goes to all these events and does all these pretty things, when meanwhile I'm going through a lot of like financial situations, well, a big financial situation, and I want to actually talk about it because I want my channel to portray my entire life, not just like little bits of it. Also, I'm very upset because I purchased this little tripod in the week because I have a huge tripod and I just can't lounge around or drag this thing around with me. So I thought, you know what, we have this little one. Also, my videos that I was doing like on the road, I was using my hand, so it was unbalanced and unstable, and this actually worked when I was using it like this on Friday. And as I wanted to unscrew it, because it was still attached to my camera yesterday, I wanted to unscrew it and it wouldn't unscrew, or it didn't even unscrew. Like I wanted to like turn it, and the moment I turned it, the thing broke. So the screwing part is stuck in the hole at the bottom of this camera, which is like a total disaster. And I paid so much money for this thing. I don't even have it for a week, so I'm gonna take it back. Hopefully I'll take it back, I don't know, because the refund policy is ridiculous. And Courtney said he'll try and take it out, but if not, I'm gonna have to take it to a technician, and I really just do not have the cash to take. I mean, honestly, they'll have to replace this whole the whole part, or I'll take it to my father. Maybe he'll help me. But anyway, let me start at the beginning. So basically what has been going on, other than me traveling the way I did, my house was super dirty, like disgustingly dirty, and I'll show you what it looked like this morning. So it's been like, well, yesterday was the worst of it because we got the whole like a delivery in on Friday, and I'll talk to you guys about that as well. You can see I'm actually sitting on a couch, is one of it, and to the grace of God, honestly, I never thought we'll get a couch, but you know, we're camping trees. But what did I want to say? Oh yes, so I've been traveling for like 3 weekends straight. So if you guys are new on my channel, I actually have a full-time job. So being a travel and lifestyle blogger is literally like a part-time job or a part-time hobby basically. And I do enjoy it, but it does get to a point where it's like really difficult because you have this full-time job and I also have a part-time job, and you're trying to wrangle everything, and also it's becoming the like year end, so your body is just like giving in. Anywho, so for 3 weekends I just never done washing, I haven't cleaned my floors, I haven't done it, but that, you know, that's the big main thing. I cleaned it this morning, well, half of it. But I thought for my channel itself, I want to be open and honest. I don't want to just show you the glamorous side of things, like, oh my gosh, I go to all these small towns and I travel here and I go here and I visit this place and I go to these events and all those things. I actually want to show you my actual life. Like, obviously I can't, my camera's not with me when I show you the bad things, but I want to speak about the bad things. And I know people go through far worse than what I am going through, but I want to tell you that I'm also just a normal human being and life does happen. So about 3 years ago, Courtney purchased a vehicle. So I don't have a vehicle of my own. I don't have my license, but I don't drive. And that's weird saying that when I'm a travel blogger, but I have like full on anxiety when it comes to traveling or driving, not traveling but driving. But that's a story for another day. Anywho, and when we bought this car, it was a second-hand car. Courtney and I, you know, we just earned normal, and obviously as time went by, you know, you get increases, etc. So we're living a little bit more comfortably. And we knew with the second-hand car that it does come with a lot of issues, and there were minor things where we had to replace, like for example, like the selector of the gear popped out, and like replacing like tires and last year I had to replace the entire motor, which was really costly, and yeah, a whole bunch of things. But anyway, so before we had moved into this place, we moved in this apartment in July and we got married in August. So you can imagine we were saving a lot of our money towards the wedding, because like generally like 2 weeks before the wedding you have to pay off the last bit of the vendors. So you must make sure that you have an ample amount of cash left to pay your suppliers. And for those who don't know, Courtney and I then were invited by Muscle Bay Tourism in the week of leading up to our wedding, and we decided to go. And it was risky, but it was we made it. It was absolutely amazing, and you can watch the video of what you can do in Muscle Bay. And before we'd gone, our back brakes had failed. So basically what had happened was that Courtney had to go and work somewhere else, and to get there you have to cross the mountain, and he had to be there was stationed there for like 3 months. And so obviously the car took a lot of wear and tear, to the point where the brakes had failed, and so he put in emergency leave. He could only do the back brakes, and when they say you have to replace the brakes, I mean do the front and back. But you must understand that we were just strapped for cash. We just moved into this place, and then there was still our wedding the following month. We just couldn't do it. So we managed to just replace the back brakes, and we thought, let it keep us for a while until we gather enough cash to be able to do the front brakes. And funny enough, we got to Muscle Bay safely, we drove around there safely, we came back safely, nothing happened. And then we got married, and then 2 days after that we drove to our honeymoon. But there was something that we fixed, I couldn't remember, but we had to have it fixed basically. We did that, we drove there, we drove to the Karoo safely, we came back safely. But every time the minute we come to Cape Town, something happens. So then we were like, okay, cool, let's do the front brakes. Then something else happened. Basically, the minute you start turning, so whenever Courtney would turn the car, it would do like the sound like something is cracking or breaking or something. And Courtney was like, no, it's the CVs. And I was like, I don't know what this is, whatever. So this happened all before, it actually happened after we purchased our TV. So TV is a big purchase, and so I was like, there was only 3 major big things that I needed, or more, not big things, but really expensive things that I needed for the apartment, which was the TV, a couch, and a washing machine. That was all I wanted, and those are things that you would have to save up. So we just bought the TV because my mom wanted her TV back, and then this car decided to do all the weird things you can think of. It started to, so whenever Courtney would hit the brakes, it would like shudder. So you would like press brakes all the time just so it would stop, and that is so dangerous on the road. And well, I was like, Courtney, we're so strapped for money, we just can't even, we just did this big purchase, we can't do this. Luckily we got some money in, and I don't know if it was like a praise, but we got some money in, and we were able to then replace the front brakes. And then we were telling this guy, oh, but the minute you turn the car, or like turn, you know, anywhere, even around a circle, whatever, it does a sound. So he checked it out, and he's like, oh, it's these raptures. I think it's called raptures, I'm not sure about the terminology. But basically it's what's sort of like its arms that like is attached to the wheels and the steering wheel. So we had that replaced as well. So the guy was like, listen, if the sound is still there, then it's the CVs. And we were like, okay, cool, whatever. And then like for 3 days it was totally fine. You heard the sound, it was a faint sound, but it was bearable. I promise you, 3 days later, that sound came back and louder than ever. Now you must understand, We just bought a TV. We just got a little bit of money just to fix at least the front brakes and replace those raptures, I think it's called. And now the sound is like crazy. So I was like, okay, Courtney, instead of us, we were bargaining on buying a couch like the following month. So I said, instead of us buying a couch, we'll use the couch money and then sort of replace the CVs, because we just assumed it was the CVs. So we got invited to Stanford. We went to Stanford and that was okay. It was bearable as well. And then the next following weekend, my sister and I went to Outby, and it was just for like a one-night stay. And Courtney was like, listen, our exhaust, something's wrong with the exhaust. So I was like, okay, cool. So he's like, okay, he's gonna rather replace the exhaust first and then do the CVs at some point. So our exhaust had about 4 holes in it, and we had to replace that. So we ended up replacing that. And then I got a phone call when my sister and I got back to the B&B, and Courtney was at work at the time, or was leaving work, and he said the car no longer moves. So he was driving and the car couldn't turn to the right. It could only turn to the left. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not happening. And he's like, the sound is just, it just sounds so bad, he said. And we called our insurers. They got a tow truck, and then they took the car to the assessment center. And basically that was like after, like, it couldn't only got home like at 10, but I was still in Outby, so I had to Uber him to work the following day, because he doesn't use Uber, doesn't even know how to use the app. So I had to Uber him, etc., and they could only assess the car the Monday morning. So you must understand that week that they were assessing the car, Courtney and I had a holiday that we wanted to go to. Oh, oops, sorry, it's just my phone. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is something we paid for. It wasn't something that it was sponsored in any way that I could cancel. And you guys might be thinking, you're going through all this financial, so why are you going on a holiday? I get all these vouchers and stuff, and I get a half price on things. So I was like, okay, this is like a really inexpensive thing. It was also Courtney's last weekend for the year, and we just really wanted to break, because Courtney worked right through the festive season. So I thought, you know what, this would be a nice treat. It was only a half price, it didn't cost us an arm and a leg, and I thought it would be really fun to do. Anyway, getting back to the story. So they assessed the car, and they were like, no, they're not paying for this. Because I was still like, oh my gosh, the insurance is gonna pay for this and fix it up and whatever. And they were just like, no, it didn't hit the minimum cost or something in line to that. And I'm fed up with this insurance, not for this but for previous things as well. So we are insurance shopping. So if you guys have any recommendations of a really great insurance company, let me know. But they were just like, no, they're not doing it. And we're like, oh my gosh, we need a car. It's not like, because first of all, Uber costs us like almost 200 rand a day, and it's just not feasible. I mean, we throw in 550 rand to fill up a car, and it lasts us a week and a half. Imagine 200 rand a day on Uber. It like crushed my soul. So what we had to do, so a few years ago, Courtney and I took out this 2-in-1 policy. So what it does is that 75% of your money goes into like a fixed account, and you can only take it out when you're like 55, I think. Sorry. And then the 15% goes to another account, and that's where you can actually take the money out. So you don't have to pay it back. It just the policy just continues as normal. So we decided, okay, there is like a chunk of money in both mine and Courtney's. We then cashed it out because the insurance was not going to pay, and we needed a car fix. So all in all, they determined that the steering rack is like done. It's completely done. You basically need a new one. And so our reliable mechanic, we phoned him, and like, listen, this is what's going on. Our money got paid out like on the same day that we like requested it to be paid out. So we had to get a tow truck because our insurance was like they only do one tow truck, which is bizarre to me. They wouldn't even tow our car from the assessment the center to our mechanic. So we had to hire a tow truck, take it to our mechanic, and our mechanic was absolutely amazing. We took it there the Wednesday morning. We got the car back Thursday evening, just in time for us to go on our holiday, because I was like, oh my word, am I throwing away this money that I paid for this holiday? And it's just been month after month after month. We basically told him, listen, just replace the steering rack, just because there's no point, you know, just replacing one thing and just do everything at once. So we had the steering rack replaced, we had a major service done. There were a few things that he picked up, like suspension. Our handbrake also broke in the process. We had to replace all of that, and yeah, he fixed it in like a day and a half actually. Luckily this holiday came in such a good time, and it's just been month after month after month, just fixing something, like taking your last little bit that you have and pushing it into this car. We know at some point we're gonna have to sell this car because it's just giving us such a lot of like issues, but I think it's mostly because all of the things that we're replacing has not been replaced since the car, like since the car has been like, I want to say built. So I actually lost it for such a long time. It just came at such a bad time that we had to replace all these things all at once, because I mean, you like literally, like we got this apartment, so we had to pay for this apartment, and then we got married, so you're recovering from your marriage and like getting married, because weddings are expensive, guys. It's not cheap, no matter how small you make it. And then just trying to not fill the, I don't want to say fill the house, but like just getting your life in order. And it's exhausting. I know there's people that go through way more than what I go through, but I also want to be like, I have a life. These are things that I'm going through, whether it may be small or big. This is what life is like. So we had a little bit of cash left from the policy, and so we decided, you know what, just get a couch, and I'll show you the couch like in full like view and everything. And Courtney was so cute. He was like, oh, he's taking me on a date. So he took me on a date last night, and I think we were just like, you know what, we've got a little bit of money from our policies, guys, our policies. And he was like, oh, I can do some shopping, and so I bought a few things. So I was thinking maybe of doing like a haul for you guys, because I did get like over the few months I did get like decor things, and then yesterday I did a little bit of like fashion shopping, so I'll show you guys all of that. But yeah, that's what my life has been like the last few months. And I know it's time, it might seem tiny, but when it's financially draining, you think to yourself, why are you here? Like, and it's just after each other. Like I said, we just got the apartment, got married, so we like a married couple. We are a married couple, and it's just too much. Sometimes it's just like, and you need a time out. So our car seems to be working fine now, and I hope it's gonna be like this for a very long time until we need to replace something. We are replacing the windshield at the end of this month, because there's got like this little crack in it. It's not bad, no, it is bad, but yeah, we'll replace that. But hopefully it will be the last thing on this car. And I just want to, guys, if you guys are going through anything similar like mine, or keep up, push through, and just know that you will get on the other side, hopefully. I hope. But yeah, just keep the courage going, because it can be draining and it can like make you self-doubt yourself, but just carry on, just push yourself. God has a plan for you, and if you believe in him, he will provide for you in some shape or form.